Okay, welcome back as we continue to move along in exercise 10-9. We're going to now work on the second financial statement. We just completed the income statement, and we need to have the income statement done, you'll see why here in a moment, in order to, my lights just went off, so we're just going to be normal about that. So in order to work on the statement of changes in owner's equity, we definitely have to have the financial or the income statement done. And you're going to see why here in a moment. Well, basically, we need to have the revenue or the loss in either one. In this case, thank goodness it's a revenue or a net income. You need to have that number in order to move on to this next document. And so let's go ahead and work with the statement of changes in owner's equity. As you notice, it is on the same worksheet. It's just down a little bit further. Again, the who, what, and when. So the who is Job Connect, right? The what is the statement of changes in owner's equity, and the when is for the month ended. Again, we're using December 31st of 2019. In this document, we start with the beginning capital, all right? The beginning capital, and when, well, this period started at the beginning of the month, so we'll go December 1st, 2019. So take into account that periods can change in length, right? So we know that a period of time can be, what we're used to seeing a lot really in our local newspapers is like quarterly. You'll see Marathon giving quarterly reports. You'll see sometimes biannual reports and sometimes even yearly reports. Remember, in this situation, we're just doing a month by month. So in my own household, I close my books at the end of every month as well. So I just like it. It's a little smaller for me. It's a little more manageable to work like that, but you'll see all different kinds of accounting periods, and that's perfectly acceptable. So in this case, our period started December the 1st. Now, where do we come up with this number? So I'll show you where we come up with this number. It's actually from our 6-column worksheet, and it's right here. It's capital at the beginning of the month started at $23,600. So simple enough. Because there's only one of them, I just write 23,600 in the right column. There's just one. Now, the next thing is the add section. In this case, we are going to add net income. That's why we had to have the income statement done before we completed the statement of changes in owner's equity. So I can simply roll up and go, oh yeah, my net income comes from this number right here. So net income is indeed 1,800. So simply put, I put 1,800 again in the right column. Now, I want to talk about this. If there was an additional investment by the owner, and sometimes there will be. As an owner, you might decide that you've got a little extra cash surplus and you want to invest in your business during that period of time, you might invest an additional $3,000. If that was the case, just temporarily, it might look like something like this. All right? Investment by owner. And now if that's the case, this number would be in the left column, and let's say the owner invested $3,000. Now we would then have a section called total, okay, and I would put it here in the right column. That's not the case. We just have one, so you see my quick undo. All right, we just have net income as our only additional monies being added to our owner's equity. Okay, so we're going to write the word subtotal, and the subtotal is now 23,600 plus 1,800. We now have $25,400. Okay, remember the statement of changes in owner's equity is kind of like the net value of our business overall. It'd be like what it might be worth if we decided to sell it. It includes everything, all of our assets, all of our revenues, all that's all just built in there right there, okay? However, what we need to do is we need to determine anything that we've taken out. So we have a less section, and in this case, we only have one less, and that is going to be, can you guess it? What are we taking out? It's withdrawals. Okay, we're going to have a withdrawals by the owner. All right, let's figure out what that amount was. So we head back over to the 6-column worksheet. We take a look at Mr. Tang's withdrawals, and he withdrew $3,000 for personal use during this 1 month period of time in December of 2019. So we're going to take that number, and again, because it's only one number, we can put it over here in the right column, okay? And then now we have a new ending capital that includes our income that we added during the period and any withdrawals that we had. The end of the period is the 31st of 2019. And now we take $25,400 and we subtract the $3,000 and we have $22,400 as our new capital moving forward into the month of January 2020. I hope this makes sense. We've completed the second of 3 financial statements. Our last financial statement is going to be the balance sheet. Let's move on to that one here shortly. You'll need to download that document off of the Google.